Did you say it started?
Yeah.
Okay. So welcome to, this is session 20, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so session 20 for the Felonies of Faith Dark Heresy campaign. Oh, Brooke's back. You might want to add her to the call. We are on the planet. Hello?
Hello, Brooke.
Looks like we're all good. We're all here, except for Scout, who said she'd be late but didn't give us any other details.
We're not all good, but we're all here.
Hey.
Okay. I do hope you find the thumb drive soon.
I found the thumb drives. The data isn't on there. So, I don't know what happened to it. I thought I either put it on my desktop or I put it on a different jump drive, and it's not on my computer, and it's not on the other thumb drive, so I don't know what happened to it. And it's not the recycling
if the thumb
bin.
drive is currently plugged in, leave it plugged in, and you can do a data recovery on it afterwards. I can help you walk through that, but it will take a while, so not right now. Is that okay?
I guess.
Okay. So at the moment, we do not have Scout. We don't know when she's getting here, so we're going to proceed with the Alexandra and Lynn bit. So where we had left off last week, I'm trying to recall exactly where we started. I think what had happened was Tyrion. See, we've been on the base for what, 3 sessions or 4 sessions now?
About 3, I think, at most.
All right. Can anyone remember exactly where we started last session?
Somewhere about after the...
we started off where...
The execution. After that, we went to the commissar's room and talked and asked the files and such.
Yeah, and we left off there, and the next session we ended that session with everything that handed in the Lister Block Hive Tower with Scout's character. Then we started off with everybody was doing their little bits of stuff when Deadeye reported what appeared to be a sister out in the middle of nowhere, unconscious.
Sorry, Zach. Brooke, do you not have the Open Office software? I thought you had that. Okay. Well, it's free to download, so I do strongly recommend it. You should be able to open it with Excel, though. Just treat it as a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
You should be able to open. All right. Well, let me take a look at your token. Your token has a lot of your stats there. So it doesn't have your talents and skills listed, but at least has your core characteristics. Okay, sorry. So we had started last session just after we'd come back to the party. So yeah. I'm sorry that I didn't think to review the last recording. Sorry about that. But yes, at some point in the last session, Deadeye called you all up over the microbeads, saying that she saw a flash, thinking it was a flashbang grenade, looking to investigate, and she discovered a woman, and she removed the woman's helmet and found that she had the signature fleur-de-lis tattoo on her face, which generally only the Adeptus Sororitas tend to use, though the armor definitely was not Adeptus Sororitas armor. So she called you guys up and said, you know, they've got a weird thing going on out here, and Alexandra agreed to jump pack her way out there. And Alexandra was wearing her, was it combat uniform or dress uniform?
Sort of, I believe it was like combat uniform with underneath her mesh armor.
Over the top of the mesh armor.
Over the top of the mesh armor, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Ariane, who was our mysterious sister but not sister, woke up to meet a roaring jump pack and drew her gun on Alexandra, the rather eccentrically dressed individual, considering one generally doesn't fly around in their, well, it's not exactly Sunday best, but it would look pretty impressive to Ariane. After a little discussion, it was revealed to both that each of them are working with the Inquisition, although very different Inquisitors. And Vern filled Alexandra in over the comm about just who Inquisitor Vidar is, give or take. Which Alexandra then attempted to impress Ariane with, but Ariane has a special knack for picking up lies and was able to tell that Alexandra was indeed lying about where she knew this information. But after a little bit of unease and distrust, it was agreed that Alexandra would fly Ariane back to the base and see what they could find out. While this was taking place, Tyrion was lurking about the base, listening into various conversations, and as I recall, she now I know she heard some soldiers complaining about the commissar. Now, did she also learn something else? Because that was like 2 or 3 sessions ago. Did she learn anything else last session?
Well, in kind of that interim period, she talked to the private who was taking her to the medical bay.
Right. Okay. Although he kept stonewalling her, saying that she'd have to go through his superiors for that kind of information. Obviously, he was not affected by her charms. And it was, as I recall, originally going to be both Tyrion and Haley, but they separated when they saw Grace stumbling through the halls, very much disoriented, without her shoes, and Tyrion had her go back to her room while Tyrion went and got the pills, while Haley went to Lieutenant Commander Philip Bryce's office to let him know that Lynn Walsh had a plan, and that it would necessitate that the commander redeploy his troops in a different manner than they currently were, trying to get the artillery to overextend and bait them so that we can better determine where their locations are. Okay, I'm getting a lot of ambient noise. Yeah. Brooke, is yours currently muted?
No, it shouldn't be.
Okay, then I think the ambient noise might be from yours. So do you think you'd be able to toggle on and off when you're not talking?
I guess.
Okay, thanks. Okay, yeah, don't appear to have any more ambient noise. Okay. Sorry. Okay, my jaw just snapped. Oh, that hurt a lot. Sorry. Whew. Eventually, Ariane was brought back to the group. Tyrion was departed for a while, but Haley made it back in time to meet Ariane. And Ariane explained her situation to the rest of the party. Oh, right, that's something I forgot. Talia, Vern, Talia and Vern, as I recall, explained to Lynn exactly what it was they were getting themselves into with the whole 3D circle logo banner thing, which shook Lynn pretty bad. But after that, they got back just in time to, hear the tail end of that discussion. And I think she offered a prayer as Alexandra and Ariane arrived. Ariane explained her situation, her missing Inquisitor, the fact that the rest of her team got slaughtered. They were over in the Lister Block Hive Tower. And she doodled a little diagram on the whiteboard, which she says was the logo of the cult, which Inquisitor Vidar was hunting in that hive. And that she immediately whipped out her plasma pistol and shot Filippo on the whiteboard. This prompted a couple of inquiries, to which Haley explained, this is the worst possible cult and needs to be eradicated. So with the religious leader of the group stating that, it was discussed and agreed that Lynn would stay with the field base and organize an assault on the Nurgle Tower, while the rest of the party investigated Ariane's Inquisitors, what's the word I'm looking for? Not lineage, legacy in the investigation of the Lister Block Tower. And during this time, Tyrion, although we did this not during the session, but between sessions, went to go give Sergeant Grace Steyer some sleeping pills, which she got from Corporal M, who is the Imperial Guard medic that's currently trying to take care of all the PDF troops on this base. M gave Tyrion a whole bottle of sleeping pills, and Tyrion handed that whole bottle to Grace. Grace popped some pills. The exact quantities still not known, but Tyrion, Tyrion, while in the barracks, somehow managed to aggravate. She was telling the other soldiers in the barracks to get out so that Grace could get some rest. The other soldiers were like, no, and a particular leader was like, look, Missy, I don't know who you are, but you're not military, you're not a commanding officer, so just fuck off. Tyrion and him got, kind of heated exchange, and I'm trying to recall who started it. I think Tyrion tried to. You say he did. I think as I recall, he was just trying to escort you out. You left out of the way, and then you charged him. And,
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Frosty.
Okay.
She wasn't here all along?
I have been here all along, yeah.
He's just been muted so he can munch on his food.
Oh, okay.
It's all gone now. Makes me sad.
You can go get more.
His so-called first attack was basically just trying to grab Kieran to escort her out of the barracks, though she responded with it being a serious threat. And yes, she did draw first blood, as I believe she used her daggers on his face. However, in the end, he grabbed a bayonet las gun after she drew her blades. Things got quite intense, but ultimately Kieran was shot in the ass by her own servo skull and decided, you know what, I'm done, and left. Which, as she was rounding the corner, she could hear the soldiers cheering and proclaiming the corporal a hero for standing up to the little minx.
Wow, I might not have to make a speech to raise morale now.
It did actually raise morale, but not like it raised the morale of the people in the barracks, and the overall base will eventually hear about the story and find it amusing, but the overall morale of the base is still in the shitter. Kieran then returned to M to return the bottle of pills, and M, feeling the bottle significantly lighter, asked Kieran if she had, given the pills to a few people. But no, just one. To which M immediately declared, oh, well, that's right. M first gave Kieran some Medicae. She patched up Kieran's...
ass wound?
Just general wounds. And actually, and the servo skull didn't shoot Kieran in the ass. She just shot her in the shoulder. But, yes. Kieran was patched up and then explained, oh, here are your pills. How many pills did she take? I don't know. Well, one person took this many. That's a problem. And M ran out with the code blue and made her way to the barracks, found Grace, and was able to stabilize Grace because, yes, Grace had taken too many sleeping pills. M then brought Grace back to the infirmary with the help of a couple soldiers who were theorizing that Grace was attempting suicide, and M told them to shut up and keep that to themselves, and has been observing Grace in the infirmary ever since. Yeah, I think at one point you rolled a 100 and then you used the fate point and got a 1. So, yeah. And then basically while all this is going on, Ariane and the hole in the wall with Haley's plasma pistol was taking place at the same time. So that catches us all up. I'm sorry, this recounting took more than 15 minutes, but how did we want to proceed then? Do we immediately want to jump into Alexandra's speech, or was there any other exchanges we wanted to do first?
No speech.
I don't know.
Okay, well, Lynn, would you allow Kieran to have an audience with you while Alexandra is performing her speech? Okay, so you two can go off to the side and you guys can just chat and text while Bob, where was Alexandra going to go?
After talking to Lynn would rather have the Commissar be the one to initiate the as many people as possible to hear the speech.
Sorry, you're saying you were going to go to the commissar? Weren't you originally keeping the commissar out of it and going to the lieutenant commander?
I was, but I talked to Lynn about it a little bit. At least talked to, I don't know, was that out of character, Jess, or not? Okay. Yeah. I think it would be, yeah. I was taking it both out of in character just because it'd be like, okay, Lynn would be asking, hey, can you do a speech to try to raise money? I was like, sure. How would you want it to happen? She mentioned, like, I mentioned, is it possible for me to throw the commissar underneath the bush to use them as a scapegoat? She said no. She would rather have the commissar used, when she can use this as a have the commissar do this to the speech as like a blow to his pride, I believe. Yeah. Okay.
So,
yeah, so I'll be using the commissar then instead of Commander Bryce.
Sorry, you said both there. What?
I said I'm going to the commissar instead of Commander Bryce to get the Vox message out, speech and stuff.
Proceed.
Okay. So I just start talking. What the? Oh.
Well, like, you're going to the commissar's office, so go ahead and put Alex in the commissar's office. Is anyone following Alex, or are they letting her do this on her own? Okay, apparently she's going on her own. Well, her servant would at least accompany her.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, then,
At the moment, the commissar is at work in his office, reviewing some files and stamping various folders as his assistant, the Munitorium adjunct, hands them off and collects them again.
Okay.
He'll look up, he'll stand and salute, and put himself in an at-ease position.
Commissar Janik, we would like to be able to send out a message to every available to as many soldiers as we can.
So a general announcement, very well.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Anything else?
Well, do you want to do this right now, ma'am?
Oh. No. You can do it in your office? Okay.
I would lead you to where we can set this up.
Yeah. Lead right ahead then. Sorry, I was just...
Sorry, he would say, Robertson, continue. And he would motion towards the door, allowing you the opportunity to allow him to go first.
Mm-hmm.
And he would proceed through the facility, shooting glares at occasional soldiers as he goes, and moving to a communications depot. There will be a number of soldiers present here that are, organizing different comm traffic, organizing orders being deployed to various troops out in the field, and just general very, very busy location. And the commissar would step in and say, at attention, the soldiers would look, see its commissar, immediately stand, salute. He'd say, back to what you were doing. And he would lead Alexandra over to a Catholic, which would have a box casting device, and motion with his hand saying, whenever you are ready, ma'am, I will have it so that the entire base and all field boxes receive your communication.
Okay. I'll do a quick medium on my microbeat. If any of you want anything else you want me to say, feel free to speak up and I'll try to fit it into the speech.
Okay, Alexander, give me a quick intelligence roll.
Intelligence roll, 38. Okay, that's the DC. Hey!
Very good. Alexandra will think to herself she may have the option of doing the audio as a recording before sending it out, or she could do it as a live broadcast. Or she could at least ask if that is an option.
She's going to ask if she can do this as a recording so we can send it out later.
Commissar will look to one of the tech savants in the area, and the tech savant would say that yes, it is possible to make a pre-recording and broadcast it at a later time.
Okay. Do a pre-recording then.
All right. Well, then everything is in place for you to start your recording.
Greetings, soldiers of the Imperium. This is Alexander Romanov of the Imperial Navy. I speak to you this day to speak of important matters. What you face here. Oh, let me now clear that, delete that. Not what you face here. I am proud to say that you are. From PDF to Imperial Guard, you are some of the best soldiers of the Imperium. You have held the line against traitor and insurrection. Insurrection better than I have seen even during the Battle of Caldana. What I ask if I speak to you is to remind you of is that these traitors have forsaken the Emperor's light and the Imperium. And I ask of you to become the Imperial Hammer to strike them down. Strike them down. Funny.
Go back on the distractions, kids.
Okay. I ask of you to do this because you fight for many things. You fight for your homes, your family, your friend. You fight for the Imperium, and most important of all, you fight for he who sits on the golden throne. Any force you face will never stand against his will and the might you bear. Know that I am proud to work beside you in these coming days, and that may you all be blessed by the Emperor's glory, and may you serve well the Imperium. And that's all I have right now.
Very good. Okay. Go ahead and give me your command roll.
Don't fail.
I have fate points.
Don't fail.
Yes, re-rolling that.
Yes, that was a very rapid re-roll. So,
as soon as I see 7-7, nope.
That would have been, wow. I can only imagine. We're facing Nurgle. I give you a commending speech about being Nurgle. Wait, no, that's not right. Right, the Emperor. That's what I meant. Yes.
God, I inspired the wrong soldiers.
But yes, actually, so with your command that is talented, plus the bonus I was giving you, plus the bonus for fate, you got yourself a large number of degrees of success. It's not quite 10, but it's close to 10 degrees of success.
Hey, okay with that.
Yes. Well, there was a total of It was quite a bit of bonuses in there, and he already had 73 as his base difficulty. So well done. And you know what? I'd say Alexandra feels confident enough in the way she delivered her speech that it could just be broadcast as is. But if you want, you could ask them to tweak it ever so slightly if you trust their ability to tweak your speech. Or do you want to just broadcast as is?
I don't trust the Commissar with this. I do not trust him getting involved with the speech at all, so I'm just going to have him broadcast as is.
Okay. And when did you want it broadcast?
I would say shortly after we left for the tower.
Are you telling them that you're leaving for the tower, or are you?
No, I would tell them that Lynn would say when to broadcast the speech.
Okay. So Lynn, you have the trigger, your finger on the trigger then here.
Just so you know, all the soldiers who listen to the speech are going to get a whole lot of buffs off of this, probably.
Or just get bored and die.
We come back? Oh, I can't think of Lynn. Okay.
All right. Was there anything else any of you wanted to do in the field base before moving on to the tower?
Nope.
Well, considering Scout still isn't present, that's not going to get us a lot, regrettably.
She is Ariane Durand.
Well, you wouldn't be present during this moment. So Haley, Frosty, if either Haley, Haley, Vern, or Lynn does it, then I'll just have Talia do it. But did any of you want to privately give your opinion of Ariane to Tyrion?
Sure.
No, when I say privately, I just mean that Ariane doesn't overhear it. You can just say it out loud right now, just to...
Yeah.
Ariane is a worshiper of a new cult dedicated toward that ass.
So I'm guessing Tyrion would just come back to the room at this point.
I don't want to know what Batman's doing to that hole.
Welcome back. You got a newcomer over here.
Okay, you're not presently able to do audio? Well, it's generally better to do audio.
Anyway, I'll wave her over to a corner or something.
Okay, she'd follow.
Well, don't know much. Suspect she at least was once a sister. And her name is Ariane Duran. That's about all we got at the moment.
You got more than that. You got who she's working for and why she's here.
Sorry.
We also have that she's carrying a big freaking book that once belonged to the Inquisitor she worked for.
How much of that is Haley intending to share?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I am fucked in the head right now.
The medical procedure did one on you today, Joe?
I always end up crashing after it. I'm trying to wake up. Just give me some time.
That sort of makes sense considering the anesthetics they use in such operations.
No. It's just exhausting.
That's also true.
Well, I do know out of character, so we can just assume that Haley would have told her at least some of the information.
I think it'd just be easier just to say what Haley doesn't tell Tyrion.
Basically, all she wants to know is if she can trust this new person, or at least if Haley thinks she can be trusted. It's ultimately all she cares about.
Of all the characters in the party, she's probably the least likely to shoot us in the back.
Including the servo skull, because we've learned that.
So, Joe, what do you think Haley's present opinion is on Ariane?
Give her a chance. For now, she's got no real reason to suspect her of anything too devious, but keep an eye on her.
Finally, Haley has a prayer buddy.
Okay, she'll nod.
We're gonna have so many prayer overs.
Can I roll awareness to see if anything's different in the room? Other than the newcomer?
I don't think...
So the hole in the wall is kind of obvious.
Yeah, the big hole, I'm pretty sure... Unless you're blind.
As she walks back to the rest of the group, she's gonna point to the wall and be like, what happened there?
Don't ask.
I don't...
Haley.
Oh, so you're the one that blew the hole in the wall.
Yeah, she didn't like something that the newcomer drew.
Talia will chime in at this point saying, Ariane and her Inquisitor Vidar were at a nearby hive, not the one with the big banner, but a different hive. And they were tracking down a particular cult or group or something, and there was a symbol for that group, and Haley took exception to that symbol. So we've all decided that it's probably best for Lynn, as a soldier, to continue being a soldier here while we take a look at this pressing issue and hopefully resolve it quickly so we can get back to assisting Lynn afterwards.
Okay.
She'll look to the others saying, not that I'm in charge or anything.
Well, you're part of the team.
When everybody has their back to Talia, she always puts on like a captain's hat.
Commissar's hat. And so, how did you guys want to proceed to the Hive Tower?
How far is it?
Well, taking a look at the crudely drawn maps, it'd be estimated over a kilometer away.
Anybody know how to drive?
Your servant would clear his throat. Well, I guess at this point you could come back to the room.
What's the matter, Alexander? Not fit enough for the short jog?
No, it would just be quicker if we drove.
Yes.
She does have a point. I have been running all around this building for the last little bit, and I'd prefer not to have to walk if we don't have to.
Sorry, that's my phone.
Beep, 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 beep.
Okay, I think I switched my microphone off. I switched my microphone back on.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So, it's been recommended that we drive, but we don't presently have a vehicle.
Oh, we can always requisition one from the forces here.
I was gonna say, can't we commandeer one?
I prefer to use the word requisition because it doesn't sound like we're outright taking something.
We are, though.
But we're taking something.
Well, we have the power that we could just take it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make it polite.
Well,
Screw
I'm going to say we're going to politely commandeer.
Yeah, politely commandeer, diplomatically commandeer.
Yeah, and Alex is gonna take a quick look at Vern. We better make sure it can carry a lot of weight.
Is that supposed to mean something?
No, I'm just saying you're carrying around a lot of heavy items.
Oh. Okay.
Bubbles under her breath, you fat old man.
So who's going to go do that requisitioning?
Well,
Someone who has some knowledge about what we're doing, what we need,
yeah, something about the vehicles.
which is not Tyrion.
I can leave as a, to
Well, I think that would be Alex.
be the authority.
She knows with a lot.
Okay, sorry. Okay, Frosty, what were you saying?
I can leave there to be the authority figure, but I need someone who knows anything about vehicles. So,
Okay, and then Bob, what were you saying?
Well, Alex knows exactly what the Minotaurium as adjutant is, so probably he would know exactly where we can procure a vehicle. We left him in the Commissar's office.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing is, it depends now. How subtle of a vehicle are we asking for?
well, like you said, it probably needs to be something that can fit several people and their gear.
A rhino?
Mine. Yeah, rhino could be one, but if there is, something else that can carry 1, 2, 3. How many of us is going?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus my servant.
Gear. So 7 plus the gear.
Why would you take your servant?
Extra guns.
Is it worth it? Is he a good enough shot to make a difference?
Also, he's the one driving.
So we can leave him in the car, okay. I would just hate to throw away an innocent person who's not involved and who isn't necessarily equipped to handle it is all the only reason I ask.
He can at least stay with the car or at least drive the car back.
I guess that's ultimately your decision.
We'll decide on that once we get to the Hive Tower. So let's go talk to the agent and see what they have available for us to use. Anybody else coming?
Just Vern and Alex going, or? move your token to the adjutant if whoever's going. Okay, so...
Okay.
And of course, Marnius would come as well. So as you come in, just a second. Looks like Fungi just came online, but I don't think he'll be able to join us as a player. But I'm just going to see.
We can have him play the bad guys.
Or the fat guys.
You're the only fat one
congratulations
here,
to him. Okay, he can't be in call, so he's saying he has to go to bed pretty soon. But all right, so you guys would go to his office once again. The commissar would be working on paperwork. He would stand, salute, and go to the at ease position, saying, "Hello, how may I help you now?"
This doesn't involve you currently, Commissar. You can just return to your work. We just need
He's a bit confused, but he will sit back down.
We just need to ask the Minitorum adjutant here a few questions.
He will look to the adjutant, and the adjutant will look a little nervous, but set down the papers and step forward, saying, "Yes, what is it that you need of me?"
What form of transportation is currently available at this outpost?
I will have to bring up the files on that. May I be excused to go get those?
Yes.
And we will wander off into the facility. And sorry, just all these messages being sent in the other window. Okay. Sorry. So you guys are just kind of left hanging for a while. Are you going to do anything about that, or just wait patiently for him?
Wait patiently, but...
Kieran doesn't know the definition of doing anything patiently.
I just picture Bud just taking the commissar's hat and putting it back on his head again.
No. Vern is going to have initiate into a so-called small talk and ask Commissar what kind of paperwork he's working on, just to kill time.
To explain that the paperwork he presently is reviewing are various reports of transgressions by soldiers reporting other soldiers. And as you and Sergeant Lynn had indicated, he is toning it down and just considering other forms of reprimand for these heinous crimes.
Very well. Continue.
Oh, good. He's switched from straight-up execution to lashings. That's good.
Scalping. Huh, that's intriguing.
Hey, it doesn't kill the soldier.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually, the Mutorium adjunct would return with a stack of documents and would take a small portion of the commissar's desk to set them down and give a very apologetic look to the commissar, and then would proceed to give a review that presently any Imperial Guard vehicles that made it back to the base are in very poor condition and still awaiting repairs, as presently all engineers are out in the field attempting to repair the excavating equipment being used in the mass grave. Presently, the only operational vehicles in the area are commandeered civilian vehicles that have been acquired during various stages of this engagement. including a number of transport vehicles that, while not comfortable, would be more than adequate for moving someone as well armed as Vern.
So, do you want to take? What would you suggest, Vern? We take one of the damaged Imperial Guard vehicles, or we commandeer one of these?
Well, I say we first go through these. You said he brought papers with him.
Basically, it's the various reports on which vehicles are available.
I suggest we take a look through these lists quickly and see if there's anything that can be fixed quickly, and if we can get a group of mechanics from the dig site back here and fix it. But we need to see if they are in any way.
Well, yeah. How long it would take if we can get him back, get some of them back? Yeah.
Yes, to see if it's
okay.
Smart. So,
literacy rolls for reviewing the files. Haley, Karen, Lynn, are any of you guys doing anything in the meantime?
Other than pacing back and forth, no.
I hope that double doesn't mean anything. Oh, well.
I have an eagle eye. I see everything. I understand everything. I am everything.
Vern, you're not exactly the most technically competent person when it comes to vehicles. I mean, you know, like you have tech use, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know how it works, but I don't know how to use it.
Well, from what you can see, all of the military vehicle here are pretty much, you know, maybe someone like Krios could repair them, but as far as you're concerned, they're scrap metal at this point. The civilian vehicles, however, there is a transport vehicle that's actually used for, you know, highly volatile munitions transport. So it is very well insulated and armored. Just in case there were to be a misfire, it would not level a whole city block, and instead the explosion would be directed upwards. But this also means that it'd probably be well insulated from fire coming from the sides if you were to perhaps be ambushed. The only potential problem is if a direct hit from an artillery weapon hit you, it would go right through the ceiling. The only thing is you wouldn't be driving anywhere near the engagement zone where the artillery is currently blasting.
I will point this vehicle's report, or whatever it's called, to Alexandra.
Oh, well, it looks like the best choice we have since all the military vehicles seem to be out of order and commission.
Did I notice anything wrong with the vehicle? I mean, in the report.
That one is pretty much ideal.
Yeah. Okay. Marinus, you think you can drive this?
Sir, I will always do my absolute best for you.
Excellent.
Well, sorry, it would be ma'am. Oops, sorry.
Well, it doesn't matter. But yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yes. You are...
So there's some secrets underneath Alexandra's skirt?
Hey, I was once part of a Slaneshi called Don't Ask. You get worse than tattoos when you join one of those. Okay, thank you.
Jokes aside.
Yeah, it looks like we got our best choice. We got the closest thing we have in case we get ambushed along the road. Okay. Well, so
we should probably inform the other. Oh, before we do that, where is this vehicle being kept at the moment? I asked from the Minitorium at you.
Probably
in the motor pool building next door.
Okay, very well. Thank you.
Okay, well, me and Marinette's got to go grab a few things before we head out, so I'll meet you guys over at the motor pool.
Okay, I'll get the rest.
Excellent. Okay, we're going to go grab a
Thank
big
you for your
special...
cooperation.
Yes. Me and Marinette are just going to go get a big special crate.
Mm-hmm.
Full of goodies and pain.
He's actually been
Why do you
carrying
need
all
crate?
your stuff around with him the entire time.
Oh, I didn't know he was physically carrying all that stuff around. Okay.
Yes.
So he was very obviously carrying around an illegal firearm.
No, he was carrying around a crate.
Oh.
That has illegal goodies inside.
Well, only one of them's illegal.
Anyway, Vern will head out back to the... what room was it?
The girls'
again?
room. It was one of the briefing offices.
Okay, the briefing offices. Basically, he just walks in without knocking or anything.
You step into a lesbian orgy. No, I'm kidding. Sorry. I guess without Scout, we don't really know what sort of conversations may have taken place. I imagine at this point, Lynn would probably be organizing her battle strategy, Jess. Okay.
So, we found ourselves a vehicle to get us relatively safely to the Hive Spire or tower, whatever. It's waiting at the motor pool, so I suggest everyone to gear up and meet there in, let's see, I have my chrono here, within 30.
So enough time to go to the bathroom if you need to void your bowels, remarks Talia.
Or get anything you need before leaving. Anyway, I'll be heading towards... Unless anybody has anything to say or add, I'll be heading towards the motor pool to check the vehicle.
Okay.
And I imagine Alexandra and Marnius would already be on their way, Bob?
Yeah, we would already be heading to the motor pool to find the vehicle.
Okay.
Do I have enough time to check on
Sure,
Lynn? I mean, to check on Grace?
Well, you have 30 minutes.
I'm going to go do that.
Okay. So at this point, I'm just going to say Ariane and Haley are getting along on a religious standpoint. I don't know if that's going to be true once Scout actually shows up, but for now, I'm just going to keep you two together. Okay?
Oh, the Emperor's great, isn't he? Oh, yes, the Emperor's awesome. Oh, he is so good. Yes, the Emperor's great.
Joe?
Would you two just shut up?
Joe, are you going to go straight to the vehicle, or are you going to use the half hour for anything?
I think I'll check. I mean, it's a long shop. I might as well check their armory for some spare plasma clips.
Okay, give me an inquiry roll. You are not trained in that, and your fellowship is crap. They will say no plasma here.
Figures.
And then you see a couple of soldiers in the background playing football with plasma clips.
In that case, I will head to the motor pool.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
Talia will ask Lynn what items Lynn wants Talia to leave behind for Lynn.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're leaving the Voxcaster and that beacon to with Lynn.
Okay, you're telling her to take like your Hell gun, your bolt pistol, your las pistol, your grenades, like everything? Okay, let me see here.
She has the armor that she gave me as well. The first mission.
So, wire keeps strangling me.
Don't let it.
Okay, I'm gonna copy and paste that list. All right, so Tally is keeping those items. Lynn's keeping everything else. All right. She will proceed then with Vern to the motor pool when Vern goes there, unless Vern's doing something else.
Nope.
Okay. Since the two of you are going to be alone for a moment, I'm just... Sorry, just sending a quick private message here.
Okay. I'll be waiting.
All right, so...
Well, that came through quite quickly.
Good. Shake my fist at Scope's general direction, but everyone will be able to find the vehicle fairly easily, as it will be the largest vehicle in the motor pool presently. And Marnius will already be inspecting the cab, if he has permission, from Alexandra to familiarize himself with it. Alexandra, would you give him that permission?
Yeah, I'm giving information. While he's doing that, she's changing into her new armor and grabbing her gear from the crate.
Oh, well, if she's getting into her armor, then he would offer to assist her in that.
No, it's more important you get familiar with the vehicle in case something happens along the way.
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Okay. And then she's grabbing some of her guns, and she's just going to load the rest into the vehicle to get ready.
All right, so tell me which items you actually have on Alexandra.
She's taken her new Carapace armor. She's taken her Angelus bolt carbine. And I really wish Scout was here because it depends on which pistol she's taking.
She has a pistol.
Well, yeah, I was going to offer her one of my backup pistols.
Why would she offer her a pistol?
More heavy arms being brought to the battle. More guns equal good things. But yeah,
okay, Ariane has a Inferno pistol. You don't get much more impressive than that.
Okay, then it would just be the Marler bolt pistol then.
And there's the question of why would you heavily arm someone that you don't know if you can trust them or not?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I did just fly her back all the way to there and nothing happened.
All right, so just to verify, you're taking the bolt carbine and the bolt pistol.
Yes.
All right, let me move these other ones onto Marnius's sheet. And that way I can actually keep track for once.
She's just considering how the whole entire fueling depot mission went. She decides just to go in heavy this time, so there's no reason, since no one mentioned, we're trying to take some people alive.
Is she taking her chainsword or leaving that?
She's leaving the chainsaw just because if she takes that, it'd be too much gear for her to carry.
Okay.
Chainsword weighs too much.
Yep, when you're carrying two of them.
Yeah, my rifle is really, really heavy.
That's not so much the problem. It's all the other bladed weapons that Tyrion carries.
Okay, so with the bolt carbine and the bolt pistol, the armor, the carapace armor specifically, and the jump pack, you have about 5 kilos of wiggle room.
That's fine. Just loading that 5 kilos up with armor, with ammo.
Well, that's including all of the ammo that you have for those weapons.
Yeah, but yeah, that's fine. Let's see, how much was that? Jesus, let me check the weight. Where is the weight list?
All right. I don't think anybody else has to worry about loadouts. Maybe Haley does, but I still haven't finished your sheet. I'm so sorry. And Dale was sitting right at her cusp. So I think Ariane, right, Ariane is technically encumbered at the moment because she's got that book. I'm going to have to ask Scout about what she plans to do in that regard.
VT, I sent you a message.
Just made a good point, VT.
What's that?
Ariane lost her bolt pistol in that first encounter we had with her.
Yeah, the bolt pistol is piddly compared to that book.
Well, sucks to be her.
I just picture her just swing. I just picture we go against the big bad in this hive tower. Everybody else is down for the count. She just swings her butt, just furious, and just kills him with it.
Well, as long as she hits him in the face, she could say she recreated Facebook.
Oh,
boo!
fired.
Boo!
Okay, you have to understand. I watched this really crazy campaign of D&D on YouTube, and there was a crazy paladin who had this like magical book that I think he stole from the library. The whole premise was that the characters were in high school, and he shoved it in one of the the cool kids leader's face and created Facebook. He was trying to get him to read the book that made him. Never mind. I'm digging myself a hole.
That sounds more like a Bible fight situation.
The book made him stupid when he tried to read it backwards. So his idea was to have the leader of the cool kids read it backwards so he would get stupid, but it didn't work.
So you hit him in the face with it, and bring damage.
He shoved it in the cool kid's face. Yeah. Hence creating Facebook.
Well,
can I find out about anything about Grace?
Right, okay. So, technically, Kieran would arrive, and your other character, M, would be doing her medical work. Would M permit Kieran to see the person who, most likely in M's opinion, Tyrion nearly killed with negligence?
That's a good question. Probably not, no.
Okay, would Tyrion press the matter to try and charm her way, deceive her way, or intimidate her way past M?
She would try to charm her way, because that's what she does.
Okay, so
Charm
if you want to roll against yourself, you can go ahead and roll Tyrion's charm versus either M's scrutiny or M's willpower, but do you want to fate that?
Sure.
Really?
I'll try that again.
To use a fate point on yourself?
Yes. I have good fellowship, but not that good.
Well, at least it wasn't a 96.
So, if you roll a critical failure with M, then Tyrion will win. Otherwise...
Oh, there's a good roll.
Yes, M isn't too impressed with Tyrion right now, I'd say. So is anything going to come out of it, or is Tyrion going to make her way elsewhere?
I'm trying to think what she could do, because the last time she pulled out her badge, she got yelled at, so she's not too inclined about doing that. I think during Lynn and her's conversation, she would have said, keep me updated on on Grace. Gosh, darn it. And then, so she probably would just leave at this point. Oh! She'd also ask where the motor pool is, because she doesn't know, and everybody else, she went in a completely different direction of everybody else. And
that won't be too difficult for someone to direct you there.
And then I'd show up. But I would take my time.
Okay. So,
can I see
Frosty, are you still...
Yes, I'm writing an answer.
Okay. Sorry, what was that?
Can I see if I glean any other information while I'm in the halls?
Give me an awareness.
I quit! Okay, sorry. Go on.
Yeah. Tyrion sees plenty of nervous soldiers, and you would be aware that there was a speech that was supposed to take place, but you haven't heard it yet. So you're wondering what's taking that speech so long, and if the speech has gone out, then it sure as hell hasn't helped any of the soldiers. But did you and Jess do something? Because I didn't actually see anything in the chat.
We didn't really role play anything out. I basically told Jess that I would have told her everything that you said in the beginning, and then I had one other note, but my notes are missing. Or one other thing I would have told Lynn, but my notes are missing.
So nothing really was discussed?
No, not really, no.
Okay.
Other than she would have been mad and annoyed and unhappy with Grace.
Just waiting for Frosty's reply.
Then I'm going to run to the bathroom because I have to go.
Almost done.
We all need to get into Lynn's headspace. We all need to be Lynn Malkovich.
Deputy type. Nope, not a link. Haley, anything you'd be up to?
I can't think of anything at the moment. I'm just, I guess I could just roll Creed or something to say a prayer.
Sounds like a good plan.
We need a lot of prayers.
I should probably fade that.
You fading your Creed?
Mm-hmm.
You have to add a lot of ease.
We need more ease, Haley. More ease.
You're doing it wrong. Also, I typed it.
There we go. But it still needs more ease. It's like Dogger. You can never have too many ease when it comes to Creed.
Welcome back. I'm hoping Vern doesn't kill Talia before they get to the motor pool, because that would really piss Jess off.
What the hell's going on?
Talia forgets her place, so to speak.
Am I gonna see Lynn walk up with like a backhand print on her face?
Who?
Am I gonna see Talia walk up with Vern with a backhand imprint on her face?
We'll find out. That's why I moved them back into the hallways. Yes, that's the thing. I'm imagining Vern abusing Talia, and then Shelby shows up and sees like bruises and such on Talia, and demands to know who did this. And then it's just that slow look towards Vern, and then we're back to where we were.
With Gallius.
Did I post it? I think I posted it yesterday or earlier today. Vern is basically turned into a cannonball and squishes the renegade captain.
Yeah.
Shelby spontaneously develops the soul killer ability and permanently slays Vern.
No, knowing how pissed off Shelby we get, that's too quick. To whip out his soul, put it in something, and torture his soul for all eternity.
I don't know. Jess, is Shelby the sort to torture someone who's totally destroyed her dreams and hopes?
I say if that happens, we all point upward toward the heavens and try to see if we can point at the tower in Omega.
Oh, it's Nope, nothing's happening on the towering Omega. What? No.
Lifted his aim.
The N stands for Nurgle. I take it that Frosty is writing like this epic ballad about just what he's going to do to Talia.
It's tearing up my heart when I'm with you. Sorry, I'm on Spotify looking at a 90s playlist.
I'm just somehow Talia just gets, not Talia, Shelby gets so pissed off, she just looks into heaven and there's the tower in Omega. She just pulls it through the atmosphere.
She would not do that presently because reasons. Redacted reasons. Even if she had that level of power.
Those redacted reasons just gave me a sudden idea as to why they've been redacted.
Also, somebody needs to find a way to telepathically get Scout to shuffle her butt on over here. I'm still waiting on Frosty, and
yeah, I'm almost done again. It takes me a while to draft these.
Yeah, and Jess, we're also severely limited due to the lack of Scout. We would have probably been there a lot sooner if it wasn't just buying time trying to get, yeah.
Hey, don't worry though. We're so close to having Shelby return.
There we go.
Now we have to wait 2 hours as VT reads this short novel that Frosty wrote.
No, I'm not that good of a writer. I can write a lot, but it takes time. I'm a really slow writer.
I love writing. What a girl wants, what a girl needs.
If you're gonna be humming a 90s song, pick a better 90s song.
I'm looking at a playlist, so that one just happened to catch my eye.
Okay. So, Frosty, is there anything else Vern would say after Talbia says that?
No, there is.
Okay, so he's not letting Talia have the last word?
No.
It's just gonna be this awkward atmosphere in the car ride over, just like Vern and Talia just staring at each other.
Nah, during this whole conversation, she's avoided eye contact. So
I would avoid eye contact if Vern was yelling at me. He's Vern.
Let's see. We have Talia trying to have an argument with something that's pretty much a diet space marine.
Diet Space Marine. Interesting. Maybe a diet obliterator. That would be more appropriate.
I have a question.
Yes, what's that?
Is Baby Got Back Tyrion's anthem?
No.
Oh. I just thought that would be funny. They're probably better songs.
Well, you have the power of Dad Ass, but does the power of Dad Ass include having a big butt that people cannot lie?
Yeah, I don't think she has a big butt. I think she has a compelling butt.
I'll obey the hypno butt.
I heard the Hypnotoad sound in my head.
Oh.
We come across a massive army of Chaos Space Marines. We just have Tyrion drop her pants and moon the Chaos Marines. They suddenly all become loyal again.
Sacred ass.
It is so glorious. Why have we forsaken the Imperial Creed and the Emperor's holy light? Quick, brothers, we must redeem ourselves by purging the demons.
No, Chaos Space Marine. You are the demons. And then they were, what's the, Plague Bears. And then they were Plague Bears. Because that's the closest thing there is to a zombie. I know there are zombie things in 40K, but just generic, we'll say plague bear.
I don't think I've actually ever seen stats for Nurgle Zombie Plague. Exactly what they did.
I swear to God, Frosty, I'm going to kill you if you mess with...
Oh.
I don't care if you
it's fun. Why? Just let her give you some sass, man.
Alright, Vern, I think, let's see here. You are in close quarters, so yes, you get your bonus +5. She... Let's see, I'm gonna roll willpower first, and then if she succeeds on her willpower, she will struggle. Oh boy, she's definitely struggling.
You just can't...
Okay.
Just a second, I'm writing something.
So, Vern just can't let Talia get the last word in and get a little snippety.
So, she's going to backhand your arm away, so you are not able to grab her.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Italia, woman power.
Okay, give me an intimidation roll.
Hate to say it, my money's still on Vern.
Ooh, wow. Okay, and willpower.
Oh, nice.
Okay, let me double check this. Intimidate this. Oh, fuck off, Vern.
It's
okay. Yeah, Vern wins by a couple of degrees.
No, really?
Yeah, so Talia will look you dead in the eyes as you give your little speech, and I'm going to roll her scrutiny publicly. She just shakes her head at you and walks away.
I'll let her. I'll just move towards the motor pool. I take a different route.
And now they're avoiding each other.
Vern, can't you just make friends for like once?
You gotta remember, Talia and Vern started out, like the moment she learned his name, she's the one who told everybody, oh fuck, do not trust this guy. He is bad news. And that was the first interaction between Vern and Talia when she found who he was.
Also remember, Vern is Voidborn. He has really hard time making friends. Also, his fellowship is crap. Makes it even more harder to make friends.
Okay,
He's scary as hell. It makes it impossible to make friends.
Hey, all we know, maybe secretly in his heart of hearts, Vern is like a teddy bear.
A type of teddy bear, sure.
The one who rips your hearts out and eats it.
With a nice Chianti. But Vern, you'll get then into the area. Everybody will load into the truck, I imagine. No one's going to raise any more stinks or anything.
Oh, okay.
All right, everybody's in the vehicle then?
Okay.
All right. So I imagine there's going to be a number of people between Vern and Talia.
Vern will take the closest place at the door. If something happens, he's the first one to get out because he's probably going to take it.
Talia then will be at the end closest to the vehicle cab, does this layout look good to everyone? Or Kieran, would you want to be up front with Vern if there's trouble?
I'm going to send.
I'm happy with I am, so I can easily get out.
No, because I can't do anything directly to Vern. That would be hazardous to my health.
No, I meant if the truck came under attack, would you want to leap out of the vehicle, or would you want to be at the back protecting Talia?
Probably protecting Talia.
Okay. Haley, you're good in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Haley in the middle of a high-tension sandwich.
So, beep, beep, motherfucker. The car starts driving. Bob, Marnius is your servant. You may do the honors of his drive test.
Okay.
100.
That's not so bad. You may be a really good driver.
Well, with the bonus for the fact that this isn't super strenuous or anything, he will, however...
It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Yeah, well, it's going to be bumpy because it is a war zone and everything. But I'd like you to also roll an awareness test for him.
Does he have any fate points?
He does have fate points. But do you want to spend a fate point here, considering that was not a critical failure?
I'll save it just in case. We probably just land into a giant hole, though.
Okay. I'm going to tell you flat out, it was good that you decided not to spend that fate point.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. So I really, really, really had hoped Scout would be here, because there's a lot of things that we... Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Oh, no. What the fuck?
Oh, that's not happening.
All the tokens. Fuck. All right, I'm going to shut down the server without saving because I lost all our tokens. I'm sorry. So I'm going to reboot and yes, do not save.
All right, I'll stop the recording here then.